Right now I'm not feeling so good. I have this allergic reaction. I don't know where did I get it. Maybe in the Crocodile Park. Maybe there was some flower or some insect have bitten me. I don't know. But it started like when we arrived. Back now it has went worse and worse. I tried to swim in the cool water and I tried to go to shower. Then I took the allergic medicine, antihistamine. It feels like stuck. I hope it's gonna be fine because right now I cannot do anything but lying in my room under the AC. I was starting to remove these videos to my laptop, so maybe I try to do some editing. They are renovating Kombo Beach. This is the hotel we were last year. Now it's all gone.
Mahdottomia baaritiskejä. Ajattele miten iso on tuo baaritiskejä.
Yes.
Pieni. Tänne tullaan seuraavaksi.
Now, let's dance!
Ei nyt halua tuolla. Kato. Vielä tuolla.
Totta. Yes, I have some kind of flu. I'm not feeling so good. Yesterday, today, I feel so dizzy and exhausted and tired. And right now I have pain in my muscles. This dry cough. Yesterday I had pain in my lungs and throat. I have been here now 8 days. Today is first day that the sun doesn't shine. I feel I could like sleep all day. I was just eating breakfast and then I felt so dizzy that I have to came back to bed.
Gambia is developing step by step.
Yeah, I see. This is the sign of the developing Gambia.
Tropic Shopping.
Tropic Shopping Center. Where are we, Papa?
Nyt ollaan kuule semmoisessa vähän eurooppalaistyylisessä isossa marketissa. Ja tää on ensimmäinen tämmönen hienompi paikka, missä on mitään rakennettu tänne Serekunda. Täällä on lähestulkoon kaikenlaista ruokailupaikkaa ja minimarkettia. Suoraan tossa liikenne takana, niin on sitten sitä.
Täällä on
Tässä
meteli.
rakennetaan tämmöistä moottoritietä. Tuosta noin. Tämä liikenne kulkee tästä vähän niin kuin tien pientareella, mutta siitä tulee tosi hyvä tie. Öljy ja kaikki häviää pois tästä. Täällä on tosi paljon uusia rakennuksia tehty. No puusuunnittelijahan se on varmaan tämänkin tehnyt.
Yeah, I was buying my first tourist things. I'm gonna show you. These are amazing. These were expensive. It was like $500. I couldn't resist this. You know why? I won't tell here why. But it says Queen. 500. And what else? Then I bought donuts to my hair. $100 is it.
Shoppailupäivä.
Third earrings was 300. Yeah, earrings. I could buy earrings like
Piskö mulle tänne?
lots.
Hei.
Yes, Papa. You need earrings too.
Minä haluan sen huudun. Saisiko tästä?
Oh, we need to find scarves somewhere. Papa wants to have scarf to his head. So I bought this one.
There is in the supermarket there.
Okay, we
I
go
saw
there.
some.
Aloe
Se on tästä
vera
näin.
soap made in Gambia. I tried this.
Muslim hui.
My sunburns.
Muslim hui.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Papa?
Haluaisin semmoisen huivin tästä näin. Niin se voisi vaikka illalla pestä.
Mulla on näitä merinovilla huivia. 3 kappaletta erilaisia. Haluatko lainata? Se ei edes mene märäksi, kun se on merinovilla. Let's see. Papa is trying my merino wool scarf. Papa, you look like an old woman. This is so nice. Gardener have done a great work. Oh, that car doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, this guy.
That is why we are wearing masks with Papa because of the dust. Because I felt sick a few days ago because of the dust. Yeah, I'll be careful. Papa, do you want to go to casino?
No.
Playing jackpot.
Casino, yes.
There's the Eiffel Tower picture. Jackpot Casino. Is it too far away, the craft market? Is it far away?
No.
How the friends can look?
My
Yes.
table. Like the magnet.
Which tree is this?
It's coconut.
Coconut.
If you want, we polish it for you. If you want, you leave it like natural.
Yeah.
That's ebony and silver and bronze, like mine. Look. The more you wear it, it look like this. Because when it's there, it's dusty.
Yeah.
But the more you wear it, it look like this.
Okay. Nice.
That's coconut.
I haven't seen this.
This one is 700. That's cost price, and you can tell me how much it is.
Yeah. Okay. I like these birds. Niin, Papa, haluatko se huivi? No, kierretäänkö me ympäri vai otatko se nyt? How much is it? The scarf. The scarf.
You can pay 500.
500.
No.
You 4. No, Papa, you give me 5.
And
the one you 4, you get you dinner. No problem.
4.
Yeah, 2 million.
Hyvä.
ostettiin tämmösiä rantalehmiä. Perhe. Okay, Papa, where are we now? Finally, we are just two of us, me and Papa. We're going to beach walk. This is the nearest beach in Afro Garden, so Papa is saying that he wants to walk all the way to Bakotu, but I don't know. Do we get there? It's a long way. So I have no idea how long way it is. Tiedätkö paljonko siinä on matka sen Bakotuun?
10 kilometriä.
10 kilometers. This is gonna be a long walk.
No problem.
Every local thinks we're crazy because here, if you want to walk like 500 meters, you always take taxi. It's lazy. Finnish like to walk. I have my new hat. I really like it. It protects from the sun. Papa! Mitä kuuluu?
Kiitos, hyvä. Kerrankin pääsit tänne vähän kävelemään omiin jaloin.
Exercise.
Taksissa ollut. Tosi kiva. Täällä Tampiassa on siitä hyvä tämä ranta, että kun tässä voi kävellä ihan, ottaa kengät pois, kävellä. Ei ole mitään ongelmaa, mutta esimerkiksi Turkissa tai jossakin Kukuama, niin siellä voi edes kävellä rannalla, koska ne on tietyt kuumaa päivällä. Täällä aallot käy pohjaan ja tavallaan viilentää tätä rantaa.
Indeed. This beach is like there is many palm trees here, much more than the last hotel we were, Kombo Beach. Apartments. Was it Kololi or something like? There is a Swiss bar. They're selling these apartments and they're renting. They're very new. Some of them are not even finished yet. Yeah, it's very nice apartments.
Hyvä kuva.
Niin, me halutaan lähteä tämmöiselle fishing tripille Papan kanssa. Me katsoo tästä kuvia. 4 tunnin retki tonne veneellä. Päästään vieheellä uistimilla pyytämään barracudaa ja hopea tonnikalaa ja mitä muuta. Voikalaa. Lähetäisikö me Papa kalalle joku päivä? We have been here in Gambia like 2 weeks now. Yeah, Papa is having a little homesick. He's missing his son and of course I am missing my daughters. Last year after 2 weeks we were preparing to come back home, but now this halfway. But still, I feel like Oh, it's only 2 weeks left. I'm gonna miss this place already. Yeah, we haven't done much anything special, but now we've decided we go to the safari. Like day after tomorrow in Senegal. Yeah, I really want to go there.
Nyt rupeaa jalassa.
Ei, nyt on vähän vastusta, kun tässä ei ole niin matala vesi. I know this place. We have been here before, last year. This tower. It's called the coconuts. No, I won't touch it. Papa says there can be snake inside, but that's not true. Yeah, now I see we're close to our goal. A long beach walk starting to finish. Gambian princess.
I'm plating you. Very nice plating, Gambian plating. This is called Kotu.
This time I don't want to have extra hair, just
Yes, good, nice.
yeah, under the mango tree.
Yeah.
So we are in Senegambia. This place is called Paradiso. And this is like, you can get here pizza. Oh my god, what are you talking about? I'm making video here. Did it.
No niin.
He did. There is not too much noise.
Hylättiin
You
tässä.
don't play music here too much.
That's true.
Yes, he told me everything is limp. If you don't do it, the police will come and arrest you.
Yeah, it's true. Europe is silent place. Compared to this, whenever you go, there's traffic and noise and everybody's yelling through the window. Hey, come on, man. Oh, nice to see you. Europe is depressed country. Yeah. In Wolof, you say thank you. You say cherry chef. Was it right? Cherry chef? Yeah.
Tilattiin ruokaa täällä ja otettiin Meijun kanssa vähän tämmöistä kalliimpaa sisään bilettä ja Afrikan parasta punaviiniä siihen. Kippistä vaan ja nähdään Suomessa, jos joskus just jaksan tulla sinne.
Soon we're going to Serekunda. We try to find this kind of shop, like bookshop, where you can buy this practicing book, because I would like to learn Wolof. I heard that Wolof is the most spoken language here, even though there is many other languages, for example Mandinga. So I hope I can find the book English to Wolof, so I would start training. Yes, I have learned some words, only like wow is yes. Dead is no. Bahna is like nice, okay, something like that. Mani cool tai jotakin semmoista, something like that. It's like how you answer when somebody's asking how are you. Nanga death, jamerek, mani cool. Mä huomaan, että nyt kun mä oon ollut täällä 2,5 viikkoa, niin mä oon alkanut omaksua paikallisia tapoja. Esimerkiksi mä oon ruvennut puhumaan mun käsillä, koska nytkin mä huomaan, että teistä täällä on tosi tyypillistä, että kun kerrotaan asioita, niin kun kerrotaan silleen, että kaikki tunteet on mukana siinä. Ja jälleen kerran musta tuntuu, että mä oon kuin kotonani täällä. En tykkää tästä sanasta, mutta käytän sitä nyt yhden kerran. Kuulun itse neuroepätyypillisiin ihmisiin. Ja täällä Gambiassa mä en tunne olevani erilainen, vaan mä tunnen olevani omien joukossa. Ja varmaan jollain lailla siihen liittyy tää ulospäin suuntautuneisuus. Ja tämmönen elävä kieli, koko keholla puhuttava kieli. Ja myös se, että täällä saa huoletta näyttää tunteet, jos suutuu tai jos on tosi hauskaa tai näin. Mutta yksi asia, minkä mä oon huomannut, on se, että ainakin ne gambialaiset ihmiset, joita mä oon tavannut, niin heidän toleranssi itkemiselle on aika korkea. Ja mä kun oon tämmönen itkeä nainen, mä itken ilosta ja surusta, ja meillä on mistikin, ja se on mun tapa niin puhistaa mun kehoa ja mieltä ja vapautua emotionaalisesta tunnekuormasta, niin täällä ihmiset on vähän kauhuissaan siitä, jos mä itken. Niin kuin he sanovat, että voitko lopettaa heti tuon, minä en halua nähdä sinua onnettomana, sinun pitää olla vain iloinen. Ja sitten olen yrittänyt niin selittää, että hei, come on, I'm Finnish. The Finnish are depressed, so it's part of our nature. So it's everything is fine, even though I'm like crying every once in a while. Everything is like fine, money cool, yeah, bana. But right now I'm feeling so anxious because I'm thinking about leaving. It's only 1.5 week left, and that is too short. I feel pain inside me, inside my soul, when I know I have to go back Finland, where is right now minus 25 Celsius degrees. It's insane cold. And here is in the daytime it's like plus 38 Celsius degrees. So can you imagine the day we go back to Finland, our flight will like to the Helsinki, and we step out the airplane, the shock. Our body is having shock because of this huge temperature difference. And I'm pretty sure I cannot take it. Because depression is a real thing. Every year I have this spring depression, like in January, February, March. Yeah. And this helps, but just a little. In Finland we call it kaamosmasennus, when it's just so little daylight, and the daylight is in the it's so small amount of the daylight we can see. In these bad months like in December, it can be only 4 hours 5 hours daylight. And the daylight is not like daylight here. It's not the sunny daylight. It's this kind of gray and thick daylight. You almost feel that the sun barely rises when it's starting to go down again, so it affects our brains. It really affects our brains. So if you are Gambian and you're dreaming about coming to Finland, I want to tell you something. You live in a paradise. Remember that.